Hi, everybody. This is Matt Young, PAML principal. Today is Friday, November 13th, and this is my slideshow for the week. I want to start off with a congratulations to Angie Ferrasi, our PE teacher, who on Saturday became the first woman to lead a boys soccer team to a Vermont state title. Congratulations to Mrs. Frosty and the PA boys soccer team. Great season, great job, and we're just super proud of Mrs. Frosty for breaking the glass ceiling of a woman coaching a boys soccer team to a state title. So congratulations to her. We're super proud. Um, this week, I saw some really cool things that I wanted to share. I was really excited yesterday to walk into the gym to see robot soccer during Unbound, which you see here on the bottom left, and the really cool masks that Miss Tallman made with some folks in Unbound as well. Really cool. And today I walked around to see some very normal looking activities happening. Working with a triple balance scale in science, measuring height in using the metric system and moving decimals with the metric system, and also writing a narrative in a humanities classroom. So I was just really happy to see very typical looking educational activities happening around our school today. My objectives just for today is, as always, just communicate my focus on safety and alleviate as much fear and anxiety as I can by answering some questions and just getting you the information you need. Our community commitment that I share all the time is probably the most important thing I'm going to say today. Everybody's nervous, everybody's anxious about the increasing cases and that particularly high number for Vermont yesterday. And today, the governor really announced some big plans that don't necessarily impact schools, but do affect our communities at large. Really avoiding any social gathering and any unnecessary contact with other people. We've really got to do our part: wearing a mask, washing your hands, practicing social distancing, and avoiding social gatherings, staying home when you're sick, and traveling only when necessary. And just a reminder at this point, any travel outside of the state that's not essential is going to require a quarantine. So I took some time yesterday to sort of refocus our staff around our basic safety practices. And we're going to reiterate, reinforce, remind everybody that all this stuff is really important so that we can stay safe and continue to have in-person instruction. At the beginning of this week, my biggest concern was upcoming travel. I think the increase in cases sort of shifted my focus a little bit. But I do still want to remind everybody that, any travel at this point outside of the state does require a quarantine upon returning. So please make sure you plan accordingly and just set your expectations accordingly. Obviously, the governor and our officials in state government are urging everybody not to travel. I think, also with that, really avoiding any kind of social gathering. I think the significant uptick in cases we saw this week, many of them were seem to be in relation to social gatherings. So you can check out more detailed information here. We are welcoming a virtual visit on Wednesday from Lisa Bunker. I did finish Zenobia July. It's a great book, prompted, I think, a lot of really valuable discussion for our students. Looking forward to meeting Lisa on Wednesday. The link is right there. Everybody is welcome. Naturally, this week we did get some more requests around fully remote for semester 2. Please indicate your interest by filling out the form in that link right there, and VTVLC will begin enrolling students for the second semester, which doesn't begin until January, on December 2nd. So please fill out that form if you're interested. I did get a handful of questions this week. This first one I thought was really great around getting feedback from teachers. We did spend some time on Wednesday talking about providing feedback in Schoology. And I think, some of the feedback on our end, it isn't able to be seen in parent view. We went over which one gets to which. But really, at the end of the day, if you're not getting some type of communication that you feel like you need or want, just reach out to your student's teacher or teachers, and just have a conversation about what's going to work. I think that is just really important feedback for teachers to get, because if from you, they don't know, because there really are so many different ways to provide feedback to kids. So please get in touch with your teacher if you need something more or something else. I left this signature in here, COVID fatigued mom, because I do appreciate just acknowledging that things are hard, and we're here to try and make things easier for everybody if we can. And then the remaining two questions I had were about basketball and winter sports. So this question specifically asks about 5th and 6th grade basketball. Typically that is offered through the Town Rec League, and because of COVID restrictions and building use, the Town Rec League is not running their basketball program this year. So there isn't an organized basketball opportunity for 5th and 6th graders. We are trying to pick up activities. It's not going to be basketball, because gym space is so limited and it's so complicated scheduling it. But Unbound would be a great place to find additional activities for kids after school. We are planning on offering 7th and 8th grade basketball. We're still working out the details. We haven't released anything just yet. Just bear with us. It'll, maybe next week. The more questions about sports. So 7th and 8th grade basketball, cross-country skiing for students in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, combined with some additional Unbound activities that we're thinking about. Those are going to be offered. Look for some information in the next couple of weeks. We don't anticipate starting anything up till the first week of December. One thing I really wanted to help everybody keep in mind is that our plans for winter sports are consistent with what's unique circumstances around the virus. So if circumstances change, our expectations for what we're going to do with athletics may change as well. So please just understand that it is, continues to be a bit of a moving target. And those are all the questions I had. Thank you so much for tuning in, and just please keep adding the questions into the forum. It's a helpful way for us to communicate, and have a great weekend.